Hello and welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel, proudly in association with sharpbetting.co.uk. I'm here with Greg Doyle. Greg, it's huge news. It's the massive card on Saturday. Everyone knows it's the biggest card definitely in my lifetime. I'd say in your lifetime, probably ever. Daniel Dubois has taken ill and will no longer be fighting against Joseph Parker. Just your initial thoughts, Greg, on this fight being technically the fight being off, whilst looking for a replacement for Daniel Dubois, so Joseph Parker can still fight on the card.
Yeah, it's great to speak to you, and maybe not great what we're speaking about, but it's always great to speak to you anyway. When I'm kind of pissed off, man, like what's going on
Mm.
out there? That's Schofield. Where I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theories. There's people saying he's at it, people saying it's legit. He was in a hospital bed. It was, yeah. But anyway, Daniel Dubois, totally believe this is legit. Look at the year and a half Dubois had. He would fight anyone. There's nothing suspicious about this, but I'm devastated on because
Mhm.
that's one of the really, really big, great fights we're all looking forward to this weekend. Joseph Parker is having an Indian summer in his career. He's found a
Yeah.
different level. We've got Daniel Dubois, who's just getting better and better, coming off of that win over AJ, etc. It's a travesty. I'm gutted on, to tell you the truth.
Absolutely, mate. I completely agree with yourself. Like we said off camera, it almost felt too good to be true. We see fight pullouts on small hall cards all the way through to these big events. Every week there is a
Yeah.
fight week, and it just felt too good to be true that there wasn't a big name this close to fight night. Obviously, I know Floyd Schofield did pull out, but in terms of one of the big names on the card, obviously this is a major pullout. What do you think is going to happen next, Greg? Because they're actively trying to find a replacement, but you can't just find a replacement to. I know it's a world title fight, so they're not going to be able to match up to that, but someone of substance, it has to be. So this close to fight night, what do you think they're going to do? What do you think is next?
Oh, and do you know something? I trust Turkey Al Sheikh in terms of I think he's one of those guys that each fight there's a provisional contender, provisional to step in. A couple of the names shouting that they're ready, etc. All I would say, and maybe the viewers in the comments they might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure with ththese cards you've got to be in the country 48 hours before.
Mhm.
I might be wrong in saying that, but that then leads us to say who is in the country, who has kind of took a wee sneaky journey over, waiting for a wee call if something doesn't materialise. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We've seen a couple of the names flying about, but I really do hope that they can get it on and find us a replacement. But we're not short of people who are putting their name into the hat now, are we?
Yeah, that leads me on to the next question. I've seen the Ring magazine have obviously tweeted saying Lawrence Okoli, David Adeleye, and Murad Aliyev are among the options being considered. But then we've seen the Twitter names. Fabio Wardley has put two emojis that says he wants it. As always, Billy Nelson, his charge, Martin Bakole, his bags are packed, he's ready to go. Who do you want to see, Greg? I know it's hard to be realistic, but out of the names that have been mentioned that are among the front runners, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more heavyweights in the next sort of hour to 2 hours who are popping their name up on the scene as a potential replacement. But who would you realistically like to see?
Owen Martin Bakole every night of the week, twice on a Sunday. I'm not even listen. I'm not in Billy Nelson's DMs. I just want that big guy to get a title fight. I don't have a problem with David Adelaide. I don't think you'll win the fight. I think you'd get stopped quite easily. I think that I seen you talking to one of the boys about that earlier.
Yeah.
Lawrence Okoli, no thanks. With the greatest of respect. Um, who was the other guy? Fabio Wardley. He said that he's
Yeah,
putting his name into the hat as well. I
Fabio
wouldn't mind
Wardley
that.
has, yeah.
He's quite electric, Fabio Wardley. He goes for it, and he's got quick hands, so it could be an interesting fight. And you know something, a lot of people say he's not that far away from a heavyweight title shot, but there's a difference in between getting yourself into either mandatory or talking contention and the guys at the top of the division. You can get yourself into contention all you like. It's a matter of whether you're good enough.
Mhm.
But to answer your question, oh mate, Martin Bakole every day of the week. That's what I would want if it was possible, but I don't think it will be.
I think the boxing public, all boxing fans around the world agree with yourself. I certainly agree with yourself. it's a chance. Billy Nelson's been banging on for years and years now that Bakole's the problem. Now's could be the chance. I mean, I agree with yourself. Lawrence Bakole doesn't do anything for me at all. Murad Aliyev, I'd rather, as I said to you off camera, if that's the option, I'd rather them just take Joe Parker off the card and get him on another Riyadh season card against Daniel Dubois. David Adelaide, I don't mind, but come on, Turkey. I think the viewers want it as well. Let's get Martin Bakole over. His bags are packed, and let's give Billy Nelson's man his shot once and for all. But guys, please let us know down below in the comments what you think. Do you think there is some form of conspiracy theory around what's happening? Do you want to see Lawrence Okoli? Do you want to see David Adelaide? Or is Martin Bakole the man? As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and let us know down below who you want the replacement to be.